Marooned on Triton.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Marooned on Triton. So, last episode, we got a good chunk of the carrier finished. We got the sort of final conning tower bit framed up, and now we're ready to finish that off. So, yeah, that's gonna happen, and maybe some more. So, I guess we just kind of weld that up. Get the tower finished. Everything on it patched up, and then we should be good to go. Or at least good to get drones built. Out of curiosity, let's see, I get down over here. I should probably finish this walkway stuff too. How are these batteries looking? Okay, we're currently losing power. So that's not quite right. Can I see with this? Alright. So these, it looks like these are producing about 4,000 watts each, which is like 4 kilowatts out of a maximum of 400. So that's not great. Let me just look in here because I may be reading that stupidly. Yeah. Now I guess part of that may be that that's all that they need. Well, that's confusing. There should be batteries on this grid. Oh. Oh, I have made a mistake. Hmm, 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 hmm. Ah. So, I recall a ramp that I had built here, going up through there. My sort of original design ethos with these support structures off the side was to run like batteries and whatnot along each side. I didn't end up doing that, did I? The top of this ship is not connected to the bottom. This chassis bit here is not actually this part of this grid. I'm not sure. Potentially the only thing holding the upper deck up is the ramp. So I'm glad I didn't grind that down. That would have been bad. Okay. I should be able to fix this. So, even though these two grids are not, well, even though these are two grids, I should be able to put two merge blocks, one on the bottom, one on the top, and they'll just connect and not explode. Let's try doing that. Because in theory, even though they're now separate from each other, they're built on the exact same grid because they were once the same. I should be able to just put them back together again without any issue. So, stick that there. Stick that there. Did that do it? Okay, that did not do it. Oh no. I'm going to have to convert one of these two structures to a ship, I think, to make this work. Okay. Well, again, I'm pretty sure this ramp is what's holding this top one up. Oh boy. Here we go. Alright. I'm still alive. There's no crater. And those are green. Oh boy. Okay. Now, I need to fix my mistake. How best to fix my mistake? Well, maybe the easiest way would be just stick a couple... Oh. Well, just those existing will help for now. Stick a couple things here so that technically these are now held together at the front. And I could stick little bits in. It's just a question of, do I want to run anything along the sides of this lower bit? Or am I happy with everything being on the ceiling? Honestly, I think for what I need out of this, on the ceiling will be fine. So, if I'm right... Yeah, I need steel for it, so I'll be taking some of you back. But I can just stick these things in here. Doesn't take away too much of the interior room. And will mean everything is connected in multiple points. Well, that was a fun discovery I didn't anticipate making. Now I should be good to take these out. Again, no explosions is good. Let's see how much of this I can get welded. There's not a ton of steel, I don't think, in a merge block. Oh, but it may be enough. Or it won't be. Alright. You know, I'm happy it counted. I don't know if I would have called that in the ground. That little inch-wide air gap is the only thing that was holding up that entire platform. Oh boy. Okay, well maybe not the only thing. So now we are recharging, slowly but surely. I should be able to set all these to recharge, and will that... No, that won't change anything. But it'll mean we won't accidentally draw power out of this as we're getting ready. So... what else do I need? I need to finish off the sort of walkway. So I'm going to need construction components. That should be fairly easy. In fact, yeah, no. I'm going to need them. But after that, I guess we just kind of get the upper section welded up. And I guess... I mean, do we just go with white as the paint job? It's sort of the default color we've been using.
Energy critical.
I tried some extra splashes and they just didn't really have the right vibe. Yeah, maybe we just go boring old white. It makes some sense from a tacticals tactical perspective. Yeah, I guess I'm happy with that, coming straight off, versus having to walk along this little corner. And that would mean that's that angle. Do another one here. Then do that. Or it doesn't. Well, no. We're here now, I'll keep that where it is. Now for...
No energy.
Now to freeze to death. Good thing I have this bed. Whoops. So, some railing for safety. Do I... Yeah, I'll have... I don't think I'm going to bother with railing around the whole deck, because, I mean, it's a carrier, things have to fly off it. But it would make some sense to have, you know, a little safety around where you're actually climbing down. Again, maybe internally. Stick some... it's very hard to see in here. So, stick some of that. And those. Oh, though. Maybe instead of just having a basic rail, I choose something that I need extra stuff for. But I think that'll be nice. Have a button panel here, and then the sort of side railings, so that I can, in the, you know, in the heat of battle, I don't have to get into a control seat. I could maybe have the launching mechanisms for the drones on that button panel. And that'd make some sense, because then I have my antenna right out here, which is important for contacting the drones. Then stick railings around it. I don't know, this is going to be tricky. Yep. Can I hit it from there? I want to stick one of... Yeah. Oh. I wanted to stick that there, but apparently it says no. Could put a panel there. I mean, how silly will it look? Will I be able to tell from a distance? Well, I won't be able to tell anything with it not welded. Yeah, I think that it'll work. I'll just have the rail partially sticking on the side, and we'll just accept that. So I guess now I just get all the bits and build this, which is going to mean a lot of steel, more than I've already been using. So yeah, I think one more load of steel and I should hopefully have all the steel needing stuff. Then, well, yeah, we'll just do one more raw load and then I can start gathering intentionally. And I'm gonna need more fuel. which means I'm probably going to need more ice, which means I need to make an ice trip. I should probably... Everything should be in here. I have 42 magnesium and I have 100 rounds of Gatling ammo. I'm going to want a lot more. So I am probably going to need a couple different mining trips. Maybe only just the one. I know I need to go and get more magnesium.
Energy low.
Might also be handy to go and gather more cobalt. Everything else I'm pretty good on. And I'm gonna need ice. Partially for myself. And, you know, and the cave. Partially I'm going to need it for the, carrier. Because I'd like to have it, you know, stocked up and fueled. Even if I don't need all the ice immediately. I want to at least have it ready to rock. So, I guess now maybe we start from the top and work our way down. So we're going to need bits for that. We'll need some of those, some of those. This is going to be a lot of trips. Well, that's one quick way to make them. Let's go ahead and drop off our junk tools. I need to probably tear those apart at some point. Getting a little overzealous with the old jetpack. Maybe it would be worth... Once I get this vehicle mobile... So once everything... I think once everything is mostly welded, then maybe I look into... Well, but having an umbilical out in the base, once it's welded, isn't very useful. The umbilical would be mainly useful now to get parts up there. But it's going to take a bunch of parts. I think I just power through it. Because at the end, I'm going to be spending more time building a way to connect this up to the base. Just so that I can finish off this last bit of building. Alright, I'll probably have all the stuff for this first. And then in reality, I don't actually want all the, I don't want that connected to the base. Not that it would be a strictly bad thing, but it would probably suck all the power out of the base to fill the batteries. I am going to want to make sure on this. Broadcast radius. I want it to be 1 kilometer? For the moment, we're going to set it to 500 meters. So the whole point of this antenna is that it'll let me easily control the drones when they're airborne from the cockpit in here. And I think it'll actually boost my... It can act as a relay antenna for my suit system. So as long as I'm in range of this antenna, and the drones are in range of this antenna, I can control them. Once, you know, once we are no longer in range of each other, things become more of a pain, as we saw earlier with the wandering guard drone. But I also don't want, you know, I don't want to build the antenna immediately alert all the Buddybots in a 5-kilometer radius that, hey, look, there's something big and dangerous being built here that you should probably come blow up. I'd say this is probably going to be the one block that has the most annoying trips back and forth. But doors are a real pain sometimes. Because there's not, you know, there's not a ton of stuff in a door, but there's a bunch of varied things. Ow. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. That was nearly half of my life. Wiped away in an instant. Yeah. See, if I just drop straight, turn on the jetpack, it's enough to keep me from splattering. I need to just do that. So, door. Yeah, maybe I'm misremembering doors. Alright, we have a door. We have a light. It's a bit inconvenient looking as a floor, but I'll just remember to step over that gap. Now I can get some more blocks. I think I get one more. Go ahead and get the survival kit. Why not?
Energy low.
Oh. What perfect timing to build a survival kit. Oh, it is much slower at charging energy than a med bay. But probably still quicker than a chair or a bed, so that's good at least. Okay, that should be everything I need. Oh, unless... Do I have... No, so I'm going to want to remember to get the bits for the sort of railing and button mechanism. So get all that. Then one of these double railings. Give me all of them. And yeah, I think just normal button panel. Okay. So that is the bridge. Got our outer observation antenna access area. Should probably put a light. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it up here. Though I don't think I have bits. Nope. We'll get bits for a light. And then we have our sort of lower area. Got our survival kit, where we can get power. Got our sort of sleeping bunk here. I could maybe put like a kitchen under there or something. I don't think I really need one. Yeah. Though now I do feel like... like that upper area is missing. I feel like it needs windows too. So... stick these up here. Get some more bits. And I guess... yeah, we'll just get a bunch of... as much of those as we can. And I guess while we're here... So those, we want a bunch of stuff for lights. And then just fill her up with all the stuff for those. See where we get. That's pretty close. Now. Under this, there is another... I've got some jetpack. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, and look at that. I was wrong. There actually isn't anything under there. Never mind. I thought I remembered a second half thing kind of connecting these originally, but I think I got rid of that when I changed how this worked. So I should just need some interior plates for those stairs. And then a bunch of railing bits and I'll be good. Alright. Be lovely if it were daytime for this. Though actually, I probably want it to be dark, because I should set up the lights to actually be good. So, you guys, intensity down, radius like there. This one, intensity down. Radius like there. Yeah, I'd say that's a good commanding view. Except for I forgot to build that. Alright. I don't really have room out here for any lights, so we'll just leave it dark. Now... yeah, I should maybe put some lights out here just to illuminate a little bit of the deck. We'll set those up with some other stuff. I can't put anything there. So, I think maybe down here. We'll just have these along. I should figure out... so, this ramp out the back is not going to be here permanently. I think... I could put ladders just down here. Like one down here behind the wheels. Maybe I take out this.
Energy low.
And stick one of these in here. Because then I should be able to clamber up, catch the bottom rung of that, climb up, and then go from there. Yeah, I think that'll work. So, get the bits for this. Then once I have this in, I can kind of do lighting down the center line that makes some sense. Or, right, because of the window. Alright, back we go. And I need power. Okay. Almost in you go. Let's get rid of this glass. I do forget how heavy glass can be. There we are. I should probably have some computing blocks on board, because if nothing else, it's kind of nice having the auto-closing doors. Do I have... I may have enough bits to at least put those down. Computers. Okay, so maybe instead of these... Oh, well, I don't have quite enough, but if I pull some of the bits out of that, I can. Alright. So we have computing machines, we have a ladder back here that I'll eventually be able to reach from the ground. Let's set this up to do doors. Oh, right. This worked with a timer as well, didn't it? I could have a timer block. So this is the door timer. It closes the doors. Doors. Then this thing, when it detects that a door's been opened, it triggers the timer block. Or no, it starts its countdown. And in 2 seconds, it turns off. Nope, it closes the doors. I knew what I meant, even though I didn't say it. Alright. This will be incredibly useful for the 2 doors I have on board. And it works. Beautiful. I won't have to worry about any drones being able to get through a carelessly left open doorway. Okay. So... last thing, I guess, is lighting down here. We'll go with... maybe just between each wheel and see if that's enough. Because I don't need a ton of light down here. Especially, you know, when it's daytime. But kind of just enough to... whoop. Alright. Well, look at that. The ladder works. So, basically just need enough light down here to kind of see what's going on. I can always turn on the suit lights, but yeah, it just feels so wasteful. And I guess I could put something right in here, computer-wise. I was wary of it just because that's the very front of the ship, and if something's going to hit, that's where it's going to hit the ground. Alright. So these corner lights... we'll try about there. We'll have to check that at night. These... yeah, that should be enough. Just a bit so that you can see everything, you know. Move around without bumping into things in the darkness. Could maybe put a light there for the stairs, but I'm honestly not too worried about it. Okay. Well, that is a completed carrier. Now, I guess... actually. Maybe it's not a completed carrier. So, for getting ice in this thing, I'm gonna need some sort of drill. I could use the ice machine, but it's gonna be a pain because I'm gonna have to either build a way to connect this and the ice machine together, or I'm going to need to essentially ferry ice back and forth by hand, which isn't going to be fun at all. So I'm thinking maybe up here, if I have a drill sticking out the bottom of the ship, and it's kind of in an awkward spot, but it should be high enough that the wheels won't, that the wheels will be below it, so the rover can still rove. I should just be going over flat terrain. Yeah. I think we'll just stick maybe a cargo container there just for a little extra cargo room. Have a drill just coming straight down. That way when I need fuel, all I do is, I can probably just turn it on and get some. But I can then lower the ship on the wheels, get a little more. I probably have enough to place everything right now. Yeah, I think this is the way to do it. Maybe just for the heck of it, I'll change out some of these blocks for some blocks that'll kind of better facilitate drilling action. Oh, darn energy. I bet you I can place these things and then leave. Famous last words. Cargo container. Drill. Oh, you know another thing I should have on here? It would be nice to have some sort of climate control. Actually. I could stick 1/2 of that here. Except it's the wrong half. Right? Well, maybe a bit unsightly, but it does mean I could stick that half here. So, have one air vent. And then another external vent. Let's see how that looks from a distance. I was not as close to the ground as I thought I was on that one. Hey, but at least I get resuscitated closer to home. Yeah, it looks pretty stupid. Oh, it's on there, we're going with it. Weird window air conditioning unit sticking out the side of the conning tower. Okay, what am I doing? Right, so I need the bits for these things. And I'll get the bits for those air conditioning units as well. Hold on a second. What is an assault bot? Oh, jeez. That looks big. That is a large grid turret. Is that... I can't tell what I'm looking at on the side. It's hard to track. That might be another turret there? Okay. Right. Apparently my little foray into the Buddybot headquarters might have stirred up their attention a bit. I'm going to want to avoid those, I think. Okay. Well, back to building. It's making me wonder if I should find a way to bring even more drones. Have some that I can deploy ahead of time just in case I run into something like that. So, drill is now built. We go underneath the ship. It sticks down a little bit, but because this is designed to go on flat ground and flat ground only, that should be okay. Once I set the wheels right. Which, speaking of, might as well paint them correctly. So that little thing should be enough that I can dig myself up some ice on the go. Which means I should be able to keep myself fueled indefinitely. So we've got fuel, got power. I think the carrier might be done. Let's see. I'm gonna see it from a good angle. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty menacing. From this side, at least. And I think with that, we're going to call today's episode. So, took a bit of time, but I'd say that carrier came together pretty well. Now we just have to populate it with drones, and then, I guess, head off. Oh boy. And I need to go mining. I need to probably do something else that I'm forgetting. But we'll get to all that later. So, for now, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to become a member if you enjoy this content and want to support the channel. And until next week, bye-bye.